2024 Subaru Crosstrek. Had it for about 8 months now. How's it going? It lives up to the hype in terms of get out there, adventure, seeker, that kind of deal. After 9 months, very much enjoying the vehicle, very much using the vehicle, having fun, enjoying life, living the dream. Maybe not necessarily go where the Jeeps and the Broncos go, but to get you close to where they go. Alright, what's up? So we are out here today. We're doing a quick video talking about my car, the 2024 Subaru Crosstrek. Had it for about 8 months now. How's it going? Oh, we're going to talk about that, but it's hot out here. Let me get in the car. Alright, so as you can tell, I'm out and about today here at Prairie City State Vehicular Recreational Area. Yes, I'm using my Subaru. I'm enjoying my Subaru. I'm getting Subaru dirty, and I'm getting my money's worth out of the Subaru. It's been about, 8 months now? I bought it in, November, December, January, March, April, May, June, July, August. So about 9 months now. 9 months since I switched over from driving a General Motors vehicle to driving a Subaru vehicle. And I guess the question is, how's it going? Would I do it again? And do I regret switching from General Motors over to Subaru? There is a little bit of regret. You know, I do love my GM vehicles. I do love the Buicks. I do love the Chevys. I do love the GMCs. I do love the Cadillacs. You know, there's something special about those vehicles. They'll always have a special place in my heart. It's just unfortunate right now, General Motors is not very competitive beyond the realm of full-size pickup trucks. They're small to mid-size SUVs. They're nicely equipped. They're nicely styled. They're great on the inside now. But the powertrain's just... GM, I don't know. Probably one of the worst all-wheel drive systems on the market. They all use a pretty crummy reactive all-wheel drive system that is apparently part-time, not full-time. In general, it's going to get the job done. You know, it's going to get you to the ski slopes and back for the most part, well and safe for what I want to do, for what I want to be doing, for me wanting to be actively out there, actively searching for areas of less traction, inclines, declines, things like that. It just cannot, the system cannot do what I want it to do. And that's not to say that I do anything crazy, but, you know, like I said, I'm using this Subaru the way it shows in some of the commercials. So, yeah. And from what I've seen from all the review videos of the GM products, that all-wheel drive system just cannot compete. I'd say the best thing for GM to do would be try to license Subaru's technology and implement it in your own vehicles. That's probably going to be the best thing to do to get your vehicles to be more competitive when it comes to the soft roading market. And I do call this a soft roader because it's not a rock crawler. This is definitely a soft road vehicle, soft roader. So in general, I am very happy with my purchase of the 2024 Subaru Crosstrek. As you can see, and like I've said, I use it. I enjoy it. I get it dirty. I don't care about keeping it pristine the way I did with the Buick, with the Cadillac, even with the Cruise. These cars are meant to be dirty. These cars are meant to be not necessarily dented, but they're meant to be well used. They're meant to get you out there to the middle of nowhere, maybe not necessarily go where the Jeeps and the Broncos go, but to get you close to where they go. So I am very happy, I am very satisfied thus far with the 2024 Subaru Crosstrek. It lives up to the hype in terms of get out there, adventure, seeker, that kind of deal. I would absolutely buy another Subaru Crosstrek. I don't know about the other Subarus, they just don't call out to me. The Crosstrek really does call out to me. So the car is what it is. It is not a premium vehicle the way the Buick was. It is definitely more of a middle-class type vehicle, which is fine because I am middle-class myself. Interior design continues to be very functional, but it is definitely not nearly as stylish. The 11-inch screen looks fancy, but it is god-awful and slow, especially when you start the vehicle up. You press it and it doesn't even do anything. Pair that with the fact that Subaru got rid of physical controls for almost all of the HVAC controls. That's a no bueno when you're in summer or the winter and you want to change your settings really quick. In terms of rattles, there are rattles, but because the vehicle itself is just not a super quiet vehicle, I'm not aware of the rattles as much. So it's funny. It's like that Buick was too quiet for its own good. It was too quiet. but it was still a more on the affordable side of life, so the quality just wasn't there. Whereas here, it does rattle probably, but the vehicle is loud enough that you can't really hear the rattles in normal use. If there's anything that really has let me down thus far with this car, it is the fuel economy. So in my Buick Envista, I was getting 40 miles to the gallon plus on average, regular, any day, every day. Here on the Subaru Crosstrek, I'm getting, what am I getting? I'm getting 24.5 miles per gallon. Now, if I didn't have this roof rack up here, which is mostly cosmetic, I'd probably be in the 27, 28, maybe 29 mile per gallon range. But to go from a vehicle that's the same size to be going from 40 miles to the gallon to less than 30 miles to the gallon, that hurts. That's something that I can live with because the driving of the vehicle brings me enough joy that I don't care as much. I just bite the bullet and pay the guy over at Chevron or Costco. Other than that, this car has for the most part lived up to everything I wanted it to be. Truth be told, for the most part, it has made me forget about my Buick Envista. And that's not to say anything bad about the Buick Envista, but vehicles are on a totally different level. Crosstrek, even though it's not as premium, is a little bit more expensive of a vehicle. Similar size, but the capability, just where this one can go versus the Buick, totally different playing field. You know, for what I want to do right now, the Crosstrek's where it's at. Yeah, like I said, after 9 months, very much enjoying the vehicle, very much using the vehicle, having fun, enjoying life, living the dream. I'm totally fine not being in the Buick anymore. Frankly, unless GM were to license Subaru technology or to develop their own that is actually really good, I can't see myself going back to a GM small SUV. I could see myself going into like a Colorado or a Silverado. But as much as I love the styling of the Equinox, the Trailblazer, the capability is just not there for what I want to do. I'm at the point in my life, I don't want to just be going to the slopes to go snowboard. I don't want to just be going to the ski resort. I want to be blazing a trail. I want to be out there in the dirt, out there in the thick of it. I can get there with the Crosstrek. I can't get there with any of GM's all-wheel drive cars, at least not with confidence. So, all right, and with that, looks like we are just about to close here at Prairie City State Vehicular Recreational Area. Quickish video, how it's going here with the 2024 Subaru Crosstrek. I'm loving it, living the dream. Alrighty, with that, I'm gonna get out of here. Catch you all on the flip.